What's up guys, Markel here, Jolt TV, and today I'm going to do a quick video on how much I paid to get into dental school. So one thing I learned, because nobody in my family was a dentist, is there's a lot of stuff you have to pay for. There's a lot of studying you have to do, obviously. There's a lot of different back doors, interviews you have to go to, application processes. So I just want to shed light on things I wish I would have known, how much money I wish I would have had saved up initially. Luckily, I planned for a just in case, and here's where I found myself. So I want to help you so you know just what you'll be expecting when trying to get in. So starting off is going to be the cost of whatever study material you use. This is very important because you want to look at what other people used, the success rate of those different study materials, DAT Bootcamp, DAT Booster, DAT whatever. I personally use the Princeton Review, which I paid a lot of money for. $1,200, and even though I did get a discount with referring a friend, it was still a crazy amount of money. If I could go back in time, I would have not have got it. I would have used a different service, which I will talk about here soon, which was a lot cheaper, and it definitely helped me and gave me all of the stuff that this program gave me as well. So with this program, I did have live tutors every Tuesday and Saturday. Live tutors, you can reach out to them. They were some of the smartest DAT tutors in the country. One was even in Canada. So definitely they knew what they were doing. They took the DAT and would score some of the highest scores on the DAT. So it was definitely a good practice review, but I was in school at the same time, so it didn't really mesh with my schedule. These are the books I did use to study for the DAT, and when I sat down, these helped the most. So we have the DAT prep book. Make sure the year matches what year you're in. Now that we're in 2022, get a book that says 2021, 2022. And also, the biggest one is the DAT Prep Plus. Each of these had practice exams in them, so you were able to get practice. You were also able to go through and do a lot of different review questions, practice tests, and it really broke it down to you. What I would suggest is that you get multiple DAT books, so you can look at this DAT book, look at this DAT book, and if you don't understand like genetics, having 2 or 3 different books, one of the books is going to help you understand genetics easier than the other ones, and then you can just translate that information. So with my DAT study, I have multiple books, and I even have more locked away out back. But with these books, they come with different calendars of if you're doing a 3-week study plan, a 1 month, a 3 month, an 8 month study plan. They have everything. So just have a lot of different materials and do your research. And you saw before that I had a friend referral that got $200 knocked off of my total. Make sure you look on Instagram, follow these dental pages, the ADA, the ADEA on Instagram, all of different schools, even dental students, because they'll have different discount codes you can use, which you'll get $100 off, even free dental services for whatever program that you're trying to use. So after you get all your study material in, you're going to want to put a payment in to take the DAT, which is around $500, as you can see here. With this, it's just one of those things you have to pay for. There's no getting around it. There's no trying a little cheaper version. $500, and I think it even rose higher. I think it's $510 now, maybe even more. So that's something that's going to come into play. All right, so with your different practice exams, you're going to find that you can do each section. So if you're having trouble with perceptual ability, you can do a quick perceptual ability exam for $20, or you can do OChem or Gen Chem. You can also do a full DAT practice test, which is super important because you want to be able to sit down for 6 hours and just go through everything, because I was knocking out the DAT, and then 4 hours in I was like, oh, this is tiring. So you want to experience the full duration of the time. And here you might find 1 or 2 exams in your different books, but you can go online for other resources is the point that I'm trying to get at. As far as you have already placed a DAT, say you want to take it December 1st. You've already put in for it. If you get down within 30 days and you're like, I don't want to take it, let me move it. Because some of these things, you're going to be living life, you're going to have to move it. I had to move mine, but I think I was 35 days out, so I had to pay $25. If you get within 30 days, $60. You get closer within 1 to 4 days, $125. Don't ever do that. If you're within 4 days, go ahead and take it, because when you move it, everything changes, especially if you're coming up on your actual dates to put in your applications. So definitely put it ahead of time. Application process opens, I think, either June 1st or July 1st. Make sure you have the DAT done or a scheduled date in like May, April timeframe, so you can move it around just a little bit, but nothing crazy like 6 months, a year. All right, so the cost for the applications now. Now that you're taking your DAT, say you got a nice score, you're going to go ahead and put your applications in for the dental schools. These have changed as well. So $259 for the first program you want to go to. So I picked my school, say I picked UNC, $259. Each additional school after that is $112. I'm seeing costs fluctuate from $108 to $112, but generally around that price. So you put in for those different schools. There is, as you can see on the screen, a fee assistance program that you can use, but you want to make sure all your information is perfect. My information was not perfect. I missed, I think, one little thing, and then they just sent an email, first come, first served. The day that they send out all the emails, they say, yes, you got it, or no, you didn't. I didn't get it because I didn't put my parents' information. Whatever, you lose it, you're going to have to pay the extra money. 2022, you don't get one, I guess because of the pandemic, so you're on your own. You're going to have to pay that $259 plus everything else. So what I would suggest, though, is you put into at least 5 schools. You don't want to put all of this money into everything, do 1 or 2 schools and not get into those schools unless you're extremely confident. So go ahead and put into your top 5 schools. I put into 9 schools, and then I got, my top, I didn't get my number 1, but I got my number 2, 3, and then those start coming up the ranks. They were like, I was like, oh, I really like this school now that I interviewed there. I like this one. Oh, wow, this one's pretty nice. So my top schools are the ones that I got into, except number 1. Anyway, so this is another version saying it fluctuates to $108. That's probably going to change by the time you actually get to apply. This is how much I spent on 9 schools. So as you can see here, 9 programs, $11.55. So you can just see how much the price is just going to add up. So you want to have this money ready. Start saving up right now. If you put $100 away a month, $50 away a month, that's going to help you throw a little bit of extra money at these schools that you want to get into. Next, the biggest reason I'm making this video, secondary applications. Nobody tells you about secondary applications. Secondary applications are pretty much, you apply to the school, you answer their questions, they're going to send you another application from their website. $75 to $90 is the cost of the application. Some schools I've even heard $200. But pretty much with a secondary application, you're going to have to put all of your information in again, just under their website to make it, I guess, more convenient for them or for them to get more information from you. So that is another pretty much doubling the cost of what you did. So let's say each program was $80 times 9, $720. So that's more cost that you have to add on, and you have to make sure you add this on so you're not missing anything. Now, say you did everything perfect. Now you're getting into the interview stage. This is me going to a school that I'm not going to say that was my number 1 school. That was my number 1 school, but they didn't take me. They put me on essentially a wait list, but this is me traveling to the school, which was it was far, but not too far. So driving there, travel expenses, say $50. And some schools you have to travel to far, because they're not doing Zoom. So you might have to get a hotel, you might have to do other stuff. So just put those plans to the side, save maybe $200. And if it's really crazy where they want you to fly out to them, which I doubt they would do, then your expenses are going to go up dramatically. So just have a little rainy day fund for these interview processes once you get in, because you're going to get at least 1 interview if you work hard and you do what you have to do. So now you get accepted. This is the final process. You're accepted. You're happy. Yay, I got in. Congratulations. It feels great. And then they're going to say, hey, we need that money for your seat. Money for my seat? I'm over 4,500. Not even 4,500. Yeah, I'm over 4,500 right now. What money for a seat? And they're going to say, yeah, we need $800 to $1,000 for your seat. A good seat fund is like $300, or a good I don't know what they call it, but it's going to be like $300 for one part of it, $700 for the rest, which gets added to your student account later, but they want that money up front within 30 days. So make sure you have that money ready so you can go ahead and put it on your account, and it's pretty much a down payment saying that you're going to the school 100%, and it's non-refundable. So for example, for me, my number one school, I was still waiting on it, but my number two said yes, and I was like, man, I'm gonna wait till day 29 before I put my down payment in, hoping that school number one would email me. They didn't email me, but if I would have put in for school number two, paid my down payment, it's non-refundable. So if day 32 they would have said, hey, we want you at school number one, come over, I would have been like, man, either I lose $1,000 or not. But once I visited school number two, I was hooked on school number two, the mentors, everybody from there. You'll see in the future, that school is absolutely amazing. I don't know why it was number two, but you're going to need that $1,000. So if we add up all of my stuff, this is just kind of crunching numbers, getting a little estimate. I spent $46.96, and that's not even adding in the travel cost, a cost for a suit for the interview, because some schools tell you like, hey, make sure you wear this color, make sure you look good, don't come with a crazy suit, a crazy dress for the ladies. Right there, I definitely spent over $5,000 just alone, because I did add extra stuff. I added the Princeton review, I added a brand new suit, I added different DAT study materials. You're definitely going to spend over $2,000. That's just hands down. If you do the bare minimum, it's going to be over $2,000. So my point of this video is to have your money to the side. Go ahead and start making a plan of, you want to go to school 2025, you take the DAT a year before that, you're going to need money for the DAT, so you're prepping before that. So right now, you can even be prepping for when you want to go to school 2-3 years down the road. Just start putting money to the side. Same thing is with going to dental school. There's a lot of different fees that you're going to have to pay for. Same thing with going to college. So start putting money to the side. Get you a little jar. I got a little marshmallow jar. I put a little money in there. There's nothing much that'll rob me, but put some little money to the side. Start a little fund where there are different college funds, especially for military people, different little funds you can put your money into and let it grow slowly. Because this stuff is no joke, and the fees are really about to hit when I get that tuition cost. But that is all for now. If you have any questions, just hit me up. If you want to know what helped me best or some different ideas I have, if I don't go over them in the future, definitely reach out, put it in the comments. But I will catch you guys in the next video later. Let's go.